On today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Mattel DC Universe Classics Wave 7. We're looking today at the variant of Booster Gold. Now, I believe this is the modern Booster Gold. If anybody knows otherwise, please tell me down below. Spot will admit he doesn't know a lot about Booster Gold, but I do love the figure. I really liked the other Booster Gold, and it just worked itself out that when I bought this set, when I bought it on eBay initially, the seller had actually included both Booster Gold. So it worked itself out not only for me, but also for you, that I can review both of them for you, and we'll show you the comparison on them both. Much like the other Booster Gold, he does come with the left leg of Atom Smasher, and on the back of the package, it would have the same read-up, same statistics. The other characters, the other figures you can get to make Atom Smasher is Ocean Warrior, Aquaman, Kid Flash, Blue Beetle, Captain Cold, Big Barda, and Booster Gold. Variants would be, again, the Booster Gold, the Big Barda, and the Flash, although he's definitely, if you ask me, a must pick up for this set. Luckily, you don't need to pick him up to build Atom Smasher. Now, even though I read the read up on Booster Gold, so I think maybe for the sake of it, I'll save you guys for hearing me read this through yet again. But if you want to read through, by all means you can pause the video, or by all means you can just watch the review I did of the initial Booster Gold if you'd like as well. What I am going to do is take a bit of a break. I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at Booster Gold. Stay tuned, my friends. There's more on the way. And something else we can shave off this review. The Booster Gold does come with the exact same leg as the one we've already installed. Unless you want to be silly and you can put the other leg on backwards. Then you don't know if Atom Smasher's coming or going. That's ridiculous. So we have an extra piece we don't necessarily need. But Atom Smasher is still only two pieces together. It will get better, my friends. Trust me, it will get better. Let's have a look at Booster Gold. Now again, this is Booster Gold, possibly a modern version of Booster Gold. You can see that for starters, he's missing his collar. Obviously, I wouldn't be a horrible reviewer if I didn't do a comparison. Here is in a dynamic pose. You know what, let's get his head just right. There we go. You can see that there is pretty much not much, there's really not a lot different between the two figures. It seems like the arms are exactly the same. Torso looks like it's exactly the same. The legs exactly the same. It seems like the only thing that's different between the two is the collar. They have just taken the collar off on, I guess, what looks to be the modern version of Blue Beetle. The original has the collar. You know, it's a matter of preference. You might prefer your Blue Beetle without the collar. I kind of like him with the collar. I kind of dig him with that collar going on there. One thing, when I did the initial review of of Booster Gold here, I commented that this did not look like it unpegged. It still doesn't look like it wants to come out. I think it's a permanent fixture on the, I'm just going to again call it the classic Booster Gold. However, when I grabbed this guy out of package, I noticed that the skeets was something you could take off. It doesn't look like there's any glue. You can see that there's no glue or anything left inside, which makes me almost think that perhaps the other Booster Gold does have a permanently fixed skeets, whereas this version of Booster Gold, you can take skeets out. If anybody knows different, you can by all means let me know down below, but there's definitely no glue or anything like that, not unless they just left the glue off. But I like the fact that you can take skeets off. Maybe you don't maybe Booster Gold's mad at skeets, or vice versa. I'm pretty sure it's vice versa. that you can just leave him off. Speaking of Skeets, unlike the other Skeets, he is basically completely sealed. He is just one solid piece. However, this particular Skeets, which is something that's really nice as well, you can take the dome of, I guess now, his ship and open it up. And I always thought Skeets was a robot, but inside you've got like a little man, a little tiny snail-like creature operating a console. I think that's really neat. I like that. Again, you know, you can tell me down below, well, Spot, he's always had a little guy flying the ship. Again, I don't know very much about Booster Gold. I can tell you I love the figure, though. The figure is very nice. I even like the fact that they put little detail, little paint going on in there, all on the inside console. Very nice added touch. I still think it looks like the spaceship from Metroid. And once again, you can just peg it into his back. It doesn't look like it's going to fall out. It also is more angled down too, which I don't know if is intentional or if it's the, you know, it maybe just got warped. It doesn't look like it's warped, but the ship, the Skeets, is definitely angled further down on this Booster Gold than on this one. We'll just take Skeets off for a second in the way of Booster Gold's articulation. I also want to say too, I really like the head sculpt on Booster Gold here, and I think the head is a little cleaner. Looks a little cleaner hair-wise and everything else. I think the paint is a little nicer on this one than on the classic version, which I first did the review of. Spot could simply just be looking for it. At any rate, though, the articulation, as you can see, he's got a very rewarding ball joint in the head. He's got a pin and socket shoulder. Being that it's also yellow, you can clearly see where that pin is, or where that socket sits in. Basically sits along that piece here, and this basically just snaps on. Moves all the way around. You can also rotate the bicep, bend at the elbow, rotate at the hand. Booster Gold also has an upper torso bend, a swivel in the waist. Zoom the camera back a bit. You can move the legs forward and back, in and out, rotation in the thigh, bend at the knee, and finally a very satisfying bend in the foot. Once again, no paint issues from what I can tell. Nothing looks like it's chipping. Seems relatively clean. We have this really nice metallic blue, metallic gold coloring. I think it's just really, really solid on this figure. And why not? For the end of this review, let's just put Skeets back in. Line them up. There we go. Again, it's your preference. It is entirely your preference as to which Booster Gold you want to go with. I still kind of like the classic a little bit more. But for the fact that these are very similar to one another, I can't really give a different rating because they are so similar. Again, your preference is, it's up to you. You can let me know down below which you prefer. But I'm pretty sure I gave the other Booster Gold an 8.5. I'm also going to give this Booster Gold an 8.5. Today's Toy Spot, we were still continuing along. Still got a bit of a way to go. Still continuing along with the DC Universe Wave 5 Atom Smasher Wave. We're looking at yet another awesome Booster Gold. Let me know your rating down below for this figure. And certainly be on the lookout. There's more DC reviews on the way. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.